Hey dear students, welcome back to e-learning platform of GS College of Commerce, Verda. This lecture is for the subject Advanced Statistics for the BCom 6th semester. So, here we are dealing with our first unit, correlation analysis, and under this we are dealing with our second part, that is rank correlation, or it's also known as Spearman's correlation coefficient. So, in previous lecture I have explained you the meaning of rank correlation, or why it's called as rank correlation, and we have started with the numericals under this. So we are dealing with the type 1 under this. What is the type 1? We have seen yesterday. Like type 1 is a type whereby the central idea is that the frequencies are not repeated in the problem. Okay. So we have understood this with the help of an example. Today we are going to take another numerical problem of type 1. So let's begin. What is given in the question? Find out rank correlation from the following data. Okay. So here we have to find out the rank correlation with the help of given data. Here we have been given two variables, that is x variable and the y variable, and we have to calculate the coefficient of correlation between those two series, x series and y series. Okay. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to make a preparation chart. Okay, and then we have to make a preparation chart. After that we have to put the information from the question in the preparation chart. Okay, what information has been given in the question? In question we have been given x series and y series. So from this question we are going to copy this information in this preparation chart. Our preparation chart consists of the 6 columns, that is x column, r1 column, y column, r2 column, d means deviation column, and d square column. Okay, so out of the 6 column we have been given the information which we can put up in 2 columns in question, that is x and y. In x series we have been given number of items that we are going to put over here in x column. So let's see what has been given. 80, 91, 99, 71, 61, 81, 70 and 59. In y series what we have been given, we will put it in the y column. So it's 123, 135, 154, 110, 105, 134, 121, 106. So this way we have put the information from the question to the preparation chart. Now what is the next step? Now we have to give the ranks to the different observation which we have been given in the X series. Rank means first rank, second rank, third rank. In this way we are going to give rank to the different observation which has been given in X series. In what way we are going to give the rank? From higher value to lower value, means the highest value in the series will be given first rank and the lowest value in the given series would be given the last rank. Okay, as per the number of items given. So what is the highest value in X series? So here you can see that 99 is the highest value. So we are going to give first rank to this. After 99 we have 91. So we are going to give second rank to this. After 91 we have 81. So we are going to give third rank to this. After 81 we have 80. So we are going to give fourth rank to this. After 80 we have 71. So we are going to give fifth rank to this. After 71 we have 70. So we are going to give sixth rank to this. After 70 we have 61. So we are going to give seventh rank to this. And after 61 we have 59. So we are going to give eighth rank to this. So this way we have come to know that we have been given 8 number of items in the question. So we will write n equals to 10, and we have given the ranks to the various observation under the X series. Now what is the next step? We have to give rank to the different observations or the different values under the Y series. In the same way we are going to give the rank like we have given in X series. To the highest value we are going to give first rank, and to the lowest value we are going to give last rank. So let's begin. So what is the highest value in the Y series? So here you can see that 154 is the highest value in the Y series. So we are going to give it 1. After 154 we have 135. So it would be 2. After 135 we have 123, so it would be third. After 123 we have 121, so it would be fourth. After 135 we have 134, so it would be 3. After 134 we have 123, so it would be 4. After 123 we have 121, so it would be 5. After 121 we have 110, so it would be 6. After 110 we have 106, so it would be 7. And after 106 we have 105, so it's going to be 8. So this way we have given ranks to the different observation under Y series. So here we have given 8 ranks, means we have 8 number of items over here. Okay. So this way we have given the ranks to the different values in Y series. Now what is the next step? Next step is we have to calculate the deviations. How are we going to calculate the deviation? By using the formula, that is R1 minus R2. So let's move toward it. So for the first row it would be 4 minus 4. So it will come to 0. Okay. For deviation we have to do this minus this. So for the first row it has come to 0. For the second it 2 minus 2. So it will again come to 0. Then 1 minus 1. Again 0. 5 minus 6. 5 minus 6. Plus minus would be minus. Sign of big number. So minus 1. Okay. So it would become minus 1. 7 minus 8. Again minus 1. Because plus 7 minus 8. Plus minus minus, sign of bigger number. Therefore minus 1. Okay. 3 minus 3, 0. 6 minus 5, 1. 8 minus 7, 1. So this way we have calculated the values to be put under the deviation column. Now what is the next step? We have to calculate D square. Okay. D square means D into D. So 0 into 0, 0. 0 into 0, 0. 0 into 0, 0. Minus 1 into minus 1. Minus minus plus. 1 into 1, 1. So it would be 1. Again minus 1 into minus 1, 1. 0 into 0, 1. 1 into 1, 1. And 1 into 1, 1. So this way we have calculated the values to be put under the D square. Okay. Now for putting the value in the formula we need summation D square. Okay. So we are going to make addition of this. What's going to be the addition of this column? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So it would come to 4. So this way we have made the total of D square column. So we have got summation D square is equals to 4. Now we are done with the preparation chart. What is the next step now? Now we have to apply the formula for calculating the rank correlation. What is the formula? Capital R is equals to 1 minus 6 into summation D square upon n cube minus n. Okay, upon n cube minus n. So here capital R refers to rank correlation. Like when we were calculating Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, so we were using small r. Here we are using capital R, which represents rank correlation. Okay. So here now we are going to put the values in the formula. Okay. So 1 minus 6. What is the value of summation D square? 4. So it would be 6 into 4. What is the value of n? It's 8. So 8 cube minus 8. Okay. So it would be 1 minus 6 into 4, 24. Cube of 8. How are we going to calculate the cube of 8? 8 into 8 into 8. Means 3 times 8 into 8 into 8. So we would get 512. Okay. Minus 8. Then 1 minus 24 divided by 512 minus 8. So we will get 504. Then again 1 minus 24 divided by 504. It would come to 0.0476. We are taking up to 4 decimal points. Okay. So 1 minus 0.0476. So we will get 0.9524. Okay. In final answer, we are going to take up to two digits. So here, rank coefficient of correlation would be equals to 0.95. Okay. So this 0.95 refers that there is high degree of positive correlation between series X and series Y. So here in this problem, we are done with the calculation of rank coefficient of correlation. In next lecture, we are going to see next type of problem under the rank correlation itself. Till then, please keep studying, please keep revising the lectures, and always stay hungry for the knowledge. Thank you so much.